another edition of What the Fuck Happens in YouTube, Atheist Community, and Stickam Fun, and such. Version 2. Yeah, that's right, I already made the video, but, yeah, I was a fool, and used a broken camera, and it was really not good enough. Anyway, the audio was shit, so I have to do the video over, because, yeah, some people aren't going to like it, so I'll post the bad video on the website. So there's 2 for 1 kind of deal or something. So maybe I'll just jump through this video quickly and just say, oh yeah, I talked about that. Yeah, oh yeah, I talked about that. Let's see, I don't know. Maybe I didn't talk about that. Alright, so I'm just yammering there. So that was really pointless. So that part doesn't really matter how bad the camera is, right? So we'll go jump ahead a minute or 2.
There's not enough space left, that's what happened. Used them all up to do some stupid fucking shit.
Yeah. So I had some sort of problem with rendering an MP3 file in the middle of the video, so that wasn't too bright either. Alright, so 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Let's see if we actually start saying something.
Whatever, I was a little tired, so yeah, it wasn't much stuff, you know, which is there. Just kind of
yeah, so there wasn't much stuff in Stickam. Towards the end, anyway, Karina showed up. Yeah, I was a little tired. But, you know, me and Pierrot talked all night about different things, and that was sort of useful. I'll probably say that somewhere in there, probably. But anyway, thank you to all who participate and whatnot, and blah, blah, blah.
So, good citizen shit kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's just not a good sell.
Right, yeah, there I was talking about drugs, and because we talked about that for a little bit, just a little bit actually. You know, just the thing that, you know, the whole legalization thing, you're really not going to get that unless you're willing to give something to all the fascists who basically have no reason to give you back your rights. I mean, once Nixon took them away, it's hard to get them back again. It's just the way it works.
For another video. Another place and time. You know, wait a minute, I just think there's a lot of this physics stuff that people should be just talking more about. I think it's incredibly...
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just sort of making the point there. We talked about physics last night, you know, because me and Pierrot were doing the physics thing every now and then. But no one else really talks about that kind of stuff, and it is sort of interesting, and the scientists are, you know, they're all doing this pay-per-view thing. You know, you can't even read their findings without paying out some pretty good money. And it's just sort of bogus. I mean, some of this science should just be done publicly. We should resolve these issues one way or the other. Shouldn't have us an experiment, this 2-slit experiment. It's been around 100 fucking years. And it's just time to resolve what the hell's going on here. Fuckers. Yeah, so I sort of say that. Alright, what next?
Sillies, just shoot it. It's too silly. It's like worse than rabies. Having 2 sillies is worse than rabies.
Yeah, you can hear the sounds really bad, a lot of zzz in there. I don't know what happened. The microphone's on the side of the camera. And, yeah, that's not a good idea. Yeah, it's cheap camera. I was doing a cheap camera experiment. You know, it's a 14 megapixel camera, so it's a good camera, but the microphone appears to be on the side of the camera. It isn't a great place for it. And, I don't know why it's picking up that noise, though. Didn't do it, I did test it, so, I mean, my test video was not this bad. Just got unlucky, I guess, or something. Uh-oh, I hit the wrong button. Anyway, jumping ahead.
Just like, what? Why is this not preposterous? Everybody just raising it. It's preposterous.
Yeah, so I'm just talking about the fact that life is really stupid. The basic functionality, the whole DNA replication thing, we're all caught up in all this bullshit, and it's all a lie. And then people like Matt and Professor Anton and these other people, and they're talking all this wacky crap, and they just won't stay on the subject. They won't stay connected to the physical truth that we know. And they just make up all this bullshit, and it's like, what? It's just too dumb. It's just too stupid a world we're living in.
That's just news. It's just the same old shit. It's people watching crap videos, bibbly-babbly nonsense. There's people just pulling crap out of bullshit books. And
yeah, so I'm just complaining some more there about just ain't very good videos on. No one's talking about anything that really matters. No one's getting to the root of the psychology dilemma problem thing.
Yeah, fix that one. That's it. Well, yeah, I gotta do that. Still part of it's my bad. The video response thing is pretty much...
It's like I'm living at the ocean there. It's kind of nice. Anyway, so yeah, I was just talking about the website a little bit. Video response thing is, working sort of. I got to fix a couple other things, but, progress being made, blah, 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 blah.
Just seems so, another day. And other people seem kind of enthusiastic, and I sort of get it because I can think back to 20 years ago.
Yeah, okay, now I'm just talking about the fact that I'm a little bit down lately, a little bit depressed. Really can't find a reason to live. It's just really hard to get through each day, and it's just uncomfortable. Yeah, it's not very good.
Really, it's not stupid. Stupid. It's stupid. The universe is stupid. It's so stupid, we're the smartest thing in it. That's how fucking stupid it is.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. If you didn't hear that, I was basically saying the universe is so stupid that we're the smartest thing in it. That's how stupid the universe is. Worth emphasizing that. Alright, here's the big finish. Let's see what the big finish was.
Let's take $1.
Alright, so I'm just telling you about the fact that I'm using a cheap camera, and I should have known better, actually. And so I was the April Fool. Did something foolish. But, so what? Life happens. Doesn't matter. So we'll throw in a little bonus coverage of the To Be Serious. It made a video about books again, blah, 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 blah. And at the end, though, she just says this snarky shit, and it needs to be responded to, so I'm going to respond to it.
Quest to find the answers to these things. And this is what he says. They don't guess that we are unable to answer these questions, and that we built machines of increasing sophistication to address our own mysteries. And that is...
Yeah, so we're back to the same old thing. Don't ask the question, don't answer the question. It's too mysterious, it's too complicated. We can't figure out what we are or why we're here. No, it's too mysterious. It's unanswerable questions. Ooh. Yeah, whatever. Because they don't like the answer, and it's that simple. We know why we're here. We know what abiogenesis is. We know what chemistry is. We know what the evolution of the universe is. We know that we're just animated, eccentric, very fancy and extravagant green slime. That's what we are. You can glorify it all you want, but that's what it is. It's a replicating DNA molecule. We're the fanciest in terms of its neurological activity variation on the theme, but there's better flyers, there's better swimmers, there's better everything than us. Okay, we're just going to be the best. Make up some bullshit in your head and believe it. Nonsense bullshitters. We're the best bullshitters. But that's all it is. It's just a stupid competition between little chunks of chemistry for what little blueprint survives. And it's a dumb, idiotic game. We can answer the question, and that's it. Yeah, but just keep pretending we don't know the answer. No, keep pretending it's a mystery. Yeah, keep pretending.
It's the mystery of what it is to truly be human.
Yeah, to truly be human. Yeah, to understand that you have a mammal psychology, you have a lizard's origins, and you're a need machine, set loose on the world with a scheming brain. Yeah, the mystery.
You try to explain this to the creatures, and I won't go into the context of what this means, but it is fruitless. Not because they don't understand you, but because you realize how little you understand.
Oh, jeez. So you can't really explain it to the creatures because you're a creature. Something like that, I guess.
About our machines. In other words, ultimate questions are just that. They're ultimate questions.
What does that mean? Yeah, right. Oh, okay, well, because they're ultimate, that means that they're outside of our grasp or something? No, or just there could be foundational. I mean, ultimate questions could be fundamental questions, couldn't they? Yes, they could. Yeah, that they're resolution. Questions of resolution. Yes, describing, putting it all together, finishing the job. The ultimate question is, what you have before you have the ultimate answer. which is we're in a pile of shit.
And I don't know the answers. And
Gee. You know, so that means nobody else does. So that means nobody else can even suggest answers because you don't know the answers.
I don't believe that the people who are trying to tell us the answers,
like the people who write all these books you keep reading, right? They're trying to tell you answers. They're trying to tell you what's out of your grasp and what you can't possibly understand. And you can't get there. Yeah. So they're not telling you anything. They're not telling you what to believe. All these people writing these books. They're just talking about what? Poetry or something? Yeah. Right.
know the answers either. They're just telling us what to think.
Right, and you're telling us not to think. You're telling us not to think we have an answer. Don't think you understand anything. I'm telling you. Yeah, that's what you're doing. I'm telling you that you're a hypocrite. Yeah, that's right. A duplicitous hypocrite.
Than inviting us to try to do our own thinking.
Oh, to try to do our own thinking. Yeah, you know what's the point of that? If their own thinking is crap, if their own thinking comes up with shit like, it's just a dumb animal, it's okay if I torture and kill it, you don't feel no feelings. If that's what they're thinking, somebody maybe should tell them not to think with their own fucking brain because they're fucking idiots.
And I don't believe that the people who are trying to tell us the answers know the answers.
Let's go further.
I'm a non-believer.
Oh, here, moving it back here.
What to think, rather than inviting us to try to do our own thinking.
Try to do it. Try.
And
try every way to think.
It's not popular here on YouTube to say that, but it's true.
It's not popular to tell people to think for themselves on YouTube, because everybody tells you not to think for yourself. No, people make arguments, and know what they're inviting somebody to do when you make an argument? You're inviting somebody to say, well, that's a good argument, or that's a bad argument. If they're going to say it's a bad argument, they ought to be explicit, and they ought to explain why it's a bad argument, why it's wrong, why it's a bunch of shit. Just saying, I don't believe it. Now, that doesn't mean anything. You have to do better than that. You have to explain why there's a flaw in the theory. You can't just say, I don't like that theory. That's being an asshole on the internet. If that's all you can do is point your finger and go, I don't like that, I don't believe in that, well, then you're not of any use whatsoever.
For me, at least, and I think it should be true for anybody who wants to be fully human.
Oh, you want to be fully human, then you should be like me, because I'm fully human, and your people aren't fully human, especially you people who are saying life is stupid, because you're obviously wrong, because I don't believe that. And everybody else should believe what I believe. Because I told you to do it. And the book says so. The book says so. The book says so. This is pathetic.
Just my take.
Yeah, just my take in my book. And my Krendel says so. My Kendall, or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, we all agree. Yeah, my 4 copies of the book all agree that this is... You should think for yourself.
This is a ramble, because I'm between doing things, and...
Okay, well, I'm not between doing things. There's no thing after this, and I wasn't thinking before this. I'm somewhere else. I'm not between things. I'm over there somewhere. Well, actually, I must be here, and the things are over there. Yeah, that must be it.
If you listen to this, I really like this part of YouTube.
Oh, I really like this. Nobody's listening to me. No one cares what I have to say.
That's the way I started out. Trying to think aloud about the things that make me wonder about the world.
Yeah, well, okay, what makes you wonder about the world? Right, so if you have unanswered questions, everybody has the same unanswered questions. Everybody doesn't know because you don't know. I mean, it's just so arrogant, so pompous, so elitist, so just whatever. Come on, you two.
And I don't want to be, I'm a non-believer. I don't want to be told anybody what to believe.
Oh, by anybody, especially people who write books. Don't tell me I can't know it. Don't tell me ultimate questions are outside of my grasp. How dare you? Oh, that's right. I like the book. The book. I'll listen to the book. I'll listen to the book. Yeah.
And I least of all,
The sparkly glitter book.
Pre-digested facts.
Pre-digested facts. What the hell does that mean? Pre-digested facts. What? How is anybody? Where is that on the internet? Show me the pre-digested fact that somebody's proposing on the internet. What is that? That it doesn't even mean anything. Pre-digested? What does that mean? I mean, oh, you mean that somebody thought about something and gave their interpretation? Oh, no, please, no, don't do that. You know, everything, I have to build it all myself. Don't corrupt me with the, the brilliant observation that you're not going to be able to make, your airplane out of rocks. Yeah. Or whatever the analogy would be.
I just don't. Anyway, if you find this book...
Well, unless you like people telling you what to do. Yeah, so believe in me, because I don't like people who tell people what to do or think or feel. Yeah, so you're one of my kind of people, right? And such.
I find for absolutely almost nothing on Amazon.
The glitter book.
Try to pick up a copy in your life. Try to buy a used copy, or try to buy it.
Yeah, try to get this book, because you need to understand that you can't understand anything. You need to be told by the glitter book that you can't understand. Life's too complicated. It's too mysterious. You can't understand it. And the glitter book will tell you so. Yeah.
On Amazon for less.
Oh, yeah.
It's worth your time.
Oh, yes, I'm sure.
It'll be a nice afternoon in the park.
Oh, nice
if
afternoon,
like
yeah. If you like glitter. Fluffy.
You guys take care of yourself.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Fuck you. So anyway. Again, so everybody on the YouTube is doing it wrong, and she's doing it right. She's telling people what to think the right way. They're telling people what to think the wrong way. Yeah. Oh, stupid nonsense. Anyway, enough of that. So on to the rest of my day, evening. Feel good. So till next time. Such.